active in our national program. I certainly don't think that he's going to turn around tomorrow and make the 1992 Olympic team, but I think that he's very capable playing on our national B team this year, and in the future, 96, who knows, he could be a member of Canada's Olympic team. He certainly has the desire and the ability, and now it's just a matter of him taking the opportunity.
One of Canada's newest citizens may not play on the 1992 Canadian Olympic team then, but with his desire and ability, accompanied with his newfound opportunity, Eric Bridgeland, Canadian Olympian, may not be too far off in the future. Greg McIver for Sportsline.
Yeah, but can he say A? This Sunday's NFL game on CKND is the Philadelphia Eagles and New York Giants.
What are you looking for in this particular game?
I'm looking for U of M to really utilize their backcourt. Starting with Greg Philman and Eric Bridgeland, they probably have the finest set of guards starting in the country, backing up with Alexa Kejiani and Yorick Park coming off the bench. They definitely have the deepest backcourt in Canada.
Now, these clubs have played against each other before. What was the outcome of that particular
U of
game?
M won that game.
Handily, or so you're not really looking for the Cougars to give the Manitoba
It's hard
club
to
a big
say.
fight.
Regina is always a real tough and scrappy team. And the great thing about basketball is any team is in any game. You get a bit hot, you get a few points, you get the team in foul trouble, and you're definitely in it.
Now,
could go either way.
Schufield, the coach of the
yes, right.
the Bisons, what kind of club does he have? Does he have a running club?
Very
looking
much so.
For speed out there?
Very much so. They really look to push it up court.
Yeah.
They have some of the best outside shooters in the country, and they're really going to look to take advantage of the three-point line.
Now, for the Cougars to keep the game close, what do they have to do to keep the Bisons off the scoreboard?
I think they're going to have to play a bit of a slower game. I think if they try to run with them, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
I think they need to slow the game down, take it inside as much as they can, try to get fouls on U of M's big men.
Okay, thanks, Joel. And we'll be right back right after this with the tip-off and the start of the men's action here at the University of Manitoba.
People and wildlife. We're all part of one big life system. Keeping that system intact is a real balancing act. Right now, our planet is losing 3 species a day. Once a species is gone, it's gone forever. Every time a species is threatened, you are threatened. Protect your life system. Contribute to the World Wildlife Fund, because it's your life too.
Okay, Joel, welcome back. And the introductions right now are going through as the Cougars were introduced. Now, of course, it's the Bison's opportunity. I'm looking at some of the height on some of these players, Joel, and I didn't know they made guys that large. I mean, these are big boys. I had an opportunity a couple years ago when I was in Detroit to take a Bison or a Piston game in and watch a practice. And let me tell you, like humongous. These guys, like 6'11", is small in the NBA. True. A question to ask you, Joe, before this game gets underway, and of course we'll watch it as the play progresses. After you play university basketball and you're good enough, do you get a shot at going to the NBA? Can you do that at all?
To be completely honest, from the CIU, from Canada basketball, it's never happened yet.
Okay, so where do they go from here? Is it sort of like Martin Riley is one particular instance? There's a basketball player whose name is familiar in the basketball circles in Winnipeg.
Martin played at U of M in the mid-'70s. I know Martin fairly well. He ended up playing overseas. He played in Argentina for a number of years. He played professional over there. That's the best bet probably, is you get to play a bit of semi-pro, hopefully make a few good contacts and end up with a good job. But NBA right now is not a likely thing to happen from CIU basketball. Hopefully that's going to change. As we get more and more talent staying in Canada, we're going to get better teams.
I see the premier of the province has showed up for the basketball game. Of course, his son plays for the Bisons, and a pretty heady basketball player, I understand.
One of the smartest players on the floor. Always makes a good decision. Both him and his brother have played here. I played with David, and I played a year with Greg myself. Greg is an incredibly intelligent player out in the court, makes good decisions. Very underrated defender. He's a very good defender. He's underrated and an excellent passer. Sees the court extremely well.
Well, Regina have scored first in the basketball game, and I guess they want to jump all over the Bisons if they can. And that's 2 in a row as they jump to a 4-0 lead. We'll try to show the scores to you as much as we can because from our vantage point here, we were unable to see the score clock.
Actually, it was a 3-pointer by the Regina Cougars last time, so it's actually 5-0.
Okay.
Bridgen with the ball right now. He's their best outside shooter. He's their best player. He was a second-team All-Canadian last year. A fine offensive player.
Do you get a lot of calls for, I think the word is goalkeeping, Joel, in basketball because these players are so large?
You don't see a lot of it. Actually, we just missed an example when Keon Filich was inside, put up a shot. The rim was touched. It should have been a goaltending
That's
call.
what I was going to ask you that, yeah.
The referee missed the call, but no, you don't see that very much. Athletically, it's a fairly tough move.
So we're expecting a high-scoring game here, 105 to 87. Would that be fair, Joe? You figure?
Yeah, I would think it's going to be in that. It's going to be in that range.
Now the big scorer for the University of Manitoba,
Eric Bridgen.
Okay, and he's wearing sweater number 4. So he's their meat and potato man, or
that's right,
as far as getting points.
He's averaging close to 28 points a game. He's an outstanding scorer, good passer, good defender.
So for Regina to stay close in this particular game, will they be going after the field goals, or will they be trying to work it in close and trying to keep the pressure on the University of Manitoba?
They're definitely going to try to keep the ball out of Eric's hands, out of Greg's hands. They're going to try to force U of M inside. As well, they're going to play an inside-outside game. They're going to go inside and kick it up from the three-pointer. If they can score inside, they'll definitely do that. They're going to look to penetrate, and then barring that, hopefully they're going to kick it out for an open three-pointer.
I noticed the big difference in this particular game over the women's game, which we hope everybody here had the opportunity to watch, is that this game has 3 referees. Maybe you can go over the responsibilities of the refs, Joel.
The responsibility of the referee on the baseline is to watch the action inside the key. He'll be responsible for fouls in the key and 3-point second calls. The other 2 referees split up the floor in terms of calls. The referee on one side calling one particular stuff outside on his side. The ref on the far side of the floor will be making the calls nearer to him. They find that it's much better in controlling the violence and possible violence and aggressiveness in the game.
Now, there is not a head referee, Joel, and 2 not head referees, or they all have the same responsibility as far as calling penalties?
The way it's keyed is by who is positioned on the floor, and that floor position changes just about all the time.
Now I noticed that in the men's game, the substitution is a lot more frequent than in the ladies' game. At least this is the observation I'm getting from the start of this game, because Saskatchewan has made, Regina rather, has made frequent substitutions.
That again changes with the particulars of the coach. You can't even really classify that as men's or women's. Strictly on the whims of the coach. If this coach obviously likes to substitute a fair bit.
Now the defenses on these clubs, will they be playing more of a zone, or will they be going to a 2-3-1 or a 2-3-2, as you said before?
I think primarily U of M is a man-to-man team. They will, however, show an example of what's called a 1-3-1 zone trap offense. What they attempt to do there is force the ball to a side, force a top cross-court pass, and go for the steal. That was a nice outside shot by Eric Bridgen.
Good job,
Stealing a basket by Garth Thompson. A very smart defensive player. Plays lanes very well. That's 2 steals in a row he's had. Gone hard to the basket, and he's going to try to convert a second 3-point play in a row.
So Regina once again are making substitutions here and doing that frequently. I guess by making substitutions, it will slow the game down, which the Manitoba Bisons don't want them to do, of course.
That's part of it, very true. As well, what it's going to do for Regina is allow them to keep their players very fresh. They're the ones who are on the bus or the plane today, so they're the ones who are going to be a bit more tired, a bit weary. They're going to look to get more players into the game. Tough shot. I don't think you want your big man shooting an 18-footer.
Well, Henkel has the ball. inside. And the Bisons are trying to keep him to the outside, of course.
Bisons doing a good job of staying on the ground and forcing up a tough shot.
A nice two-footed jumper. That one failed to go in.
Substitutions. And for the Bisons, number 10, Alex Jenny.
The Regina Cougars have added a player, and we're unable to get his name, but we know he's wearing number 42, and he seems to be in the starting rotation for the Regina Cougars. We'll have to get his name as we go along. There's a nice steal by the Regina club, a good defensive play by the Bisons.
Stepping on for U of M is
10-5.
one of the better athletes on the team. An incredible jumper, a very good defender.
So right now the Bisons lead at 10-5, and Regina have to keep it close, as they don't want this to be a blowout.
U of M has done an exceptional job of recruiting away from the province.
Nice play.
Of the starters,
Bodner picks up two.
Of the starters, Dennis Smith, number 32, is a Toronto native. Keon Phillips is from Dryden, Ontario. Eric Bridgen is from Denver, Colorado. And Garth Thompson is from Brandon. So we have a good assortment of
good assortment, right? Yeah,
all over North America.
Henkel has the ball for Regina. 5'10". This is fifth year. The veteran of the ball club.
Ball goes inside. Nice pass inside. That's what they want to do. They want to draw fouls down low. They want to force U of M into a foul situation.
As Dennis Smith picked up his first foul. Dennis Smith is 6'4". You know, you look at some of these guys, and Henkel for the Cougars is 5'10", and he looks like a midget out there compared to some of these guys who are 6'7". And but we talked a lot about where these guys can go after here, Joel, and I guess basically in Martin Riley's case, he played in the Olympics and so forth. I guess that's the only opportunity for these fellas to go, except if you are exceptional. And of course, basketball in the United States is a much bigger program than in Canada.
Yeah, it's higher priority. Most of our really good athletes end up playing hockey, and it's structured a bit different in Canada. There's not a real big emphasis on basketball. That's starting to change, and hopefully that's going to continue to change, because basketball is a great game, and hopefully we'll keep improving it.
Are they getting more scholarships for some of these players coming in? Boy, there's a collision under the basket. Gee, I thought there was a fall on there, Joel. I was quite a bit of bumping and pushing under that basket.
Ken Epp was right on top of the play. He's one of the finer officials that I've ever had work any of my games, and I'm not saying I agree with all his calls, but I certainly trust his judgment.
Nikajani with the ball, hands it off to his other guard there. Long shot, that one failed to go in.
Good rebound by Kirk Hansen there.
Orkisti with the ball. Over to Henkel. Back to Nurkisti. Fake shot. Still with the ball.
Nice drive to the hole. He's got to finish those.
Shot clock went down to 9 there, Joel, so they are getting close.
Good top rebound by Dennis Smith. As you can see, he's really strong. He really uses his strength to an advantage down low. And
the Regina club are keeping it close, moving the ball around outside the key and trying to get into the lanes. Nice defensive play by the Regina club.
As you can see now, we have a fairly good crowd out, all enjoying the game.
I noticed that the crowd has picked up, and that's good to see. It's always good to see and support university sports here at the University of Manitoba.
It's a close game right now, 12-11 for Bisons, and it's Bison basketball.
Here's Philman with the ball.
An offensive foul called on U of M there. Called an illegal screen, or a blocking call. And it goes back to Regina basketball.
Here's Hackle with the ball.
To Fraser.
Over to Geezer. Whoa.
Fraser takes a tough shot there. Sometimes you'd be better off staying in balance there. Give it a good shot.
There's Philman moving it up very quickly.
Number 14, Graham Fraser, is actually a local Winnipeg product. He played a year for U of M 2 or 3 years back, and he's transferred over to University of Regina.
Alex Ikejeni is playing a strong game as well, Joel. I noticed that he goes to the basket quite with a lot of enthusiasm.
He sure does. He's a very good athlete, good tough player.
Long clearing pass. Nice clearing pass over to Philman. In for 2.
Smart heads-up play. Throw the ball across. Greg has great hands. Finish it off very well. Inside to the big man, Hansen. Wild shot. Misses. Gets his own board. Puts it back.
Puts it in. Consistency and determination on behalf of the Regina club.
Staying with it sometimes is half the battle.
Yeah, keeping this game close. They have to do that. I notice a lot of times, Joel, that they're coming down and the person bringing the ball up is calling the play. So I imagine each play is a different number or a different phrase, and they know where to go and what they're going to try to attempt to do.
Often it's set up that way. You'll probably have 4 or 5 different basic calls you can call, and then you make decisions off that.
Trying to get some screens done and back inside. Nice easy layup.
Nice play by Bridgeland. Nice cut by Ikejani.
Ikejani came right in, taking the pass and making an easy 2 points.
One without the other would not have worked. Nice play inside, going up strong right away. 42 for Regina.
They sure bring that ball up very quickly. They don't want to waste too much time. They want to get it into the...
They want to get in and get a good
Get
shot.
it in and get to 2 points and get back on defense.
Vincent Duncan with a turn-on jumper and misses.
Fraser with the ball, rather. And listen here is Grazer, but it's obviously Fraser. Yeah. Second year guard.
Inside, Hansen again. Solid game inside. Then he's going to have to check him.
Of course, they're in here for a doubleheader, playing this evening and again tomorrow. Philman back outside to the top of the key. Jumper, puts it in. No.
Tough shot.
That failed to go in.
Good rebound.
Just not
shot.
falling right now. And we have a foul called. Timeout.
Substitutions for both sides.
Substitutions for both sides.
Cody Brandt. Number 20, ground the ball for number 44, Russ Brodner. And in for the Bisons, number 20, Jordan Park.
So both teams have called for substitution, and the referee has allowed it, of course.
You can see the U of M is really going to have to get physical inside. They're going to have to stop Regina scoring. Regina scored every time they've gone down low. Can't be that easy.
Well, you know, Regina has taken the lead 19-16, and I'll tell you, I think the Bisons are in for a game, Joe.
Yeah, the U of M looks like it's not right in sync now. They're a team that frequently that happens to, but when they're on, they're definitely one of the top teams in the country. Fine outside shooting, complemented by good defensive rebounding, good outlane. They get it up court real fast.
Shot of the Bison's bench, and there, of course, is a shot of the Cougars bench as the coaches go over strategy. And I'll tell you, with Regina taking the lead, I guess they want to continue with the same form of basketball that they are playing, Joel.
Very true. If I was a Regina coach, I wouldn't change anything. Don't fix what isn't broken.
Yeah, just go after them, force Manitoba to make the shots, and
very true. And keep pounding the ball inside. It's been successful. You stay with that until it dries up, then try something else.
I'm just looking at some of the statistics here, and Eric Bridgeland averaging 27.8.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
That's a phenomenal amount of points per game. Right across the zone. Driving to the basket, puts it up. And that was knocked out of bounds as they
You see U of M has substituted Warren Nightingale in, 6'7". They want a bit more size on the court.
Well, that'll give you size when you're 6'7".
Yeah, he's a big guy. I coached him many years ago in a summer league. He's a very good university player.
Bridgeland with the ball. Long shot for two.
Good penetration. That whole play was set up by Eric Bridgeland. Penetration, drawing York's defender, kicking out to York Park. York Park did a nice three-pointer.
Brandt with the ball. Inside to Bodner. And he loses it. And once again, we'll have a substitution, this time for the Cougars.
It's a second foul.
As Hinkle comes back into the ball game, along with Kirsty.
Regina having a bit of trouble getting the ball in bounds there. That was an example of the men taking the ball out on the end. Something you won't see in a women's game.
Nice defensive play by the Herd. Jenny moves it back, puts it back inside, and that's an easy 2 points. As Nightingale comes up with two.
Playing the ball inside right away pays off right away for U of M. By scoring inside, that'll free up their outside game as well.
Henkel has the ball. Driving to the basket, stops up short. McLaughlin back to Bodner. Bodner back to Henkel. Henkel inside.
Looked like an offensive foul from
Fowler, yeah.
standing, but
Didn't
went
call
against
it that way.
defense, and Regina will shoot the ball.
55, Warren Nightingale, his first.
So Nightingale picking up a foul for the Bisons.
There again, at least he's making it earn his points. He didn't give up the easy layup. He's going to make a tough one.
This is Mr. I don't know who it is, number 42. I'll have to get his name at halftime.
I don't see him on the list anywhere.
No, I just noticed that as well.
We'll have to go and find out that after.
Johnson with 2 of 2 from the line. He's replaced by number 25, Kurt Hansen.
Mark Godson.
So the unknown man is Mark Gottsland. For information on Mark, he's in education, 3rd year. He is from Fine Ladder, Saskatchewan. And he played his high school ball in Peacock, Saskatchewan. So there's the information on Mark Gottsland, the unknown man for the...
Actually, he was a second-team All-GPAC. Now that I remember him now, last year second-team All-GPAC. He was actually a very good player. That was an oversight by us by not tracking that name down earlier.
Yeah.
Short off the glass.
Back comes the Bisons.
UM's going to push it up court.
Bridgeland with the ball. Over to Thompson.
Park short on the outside.
Park short on the outside. Long clearing pass. McCurdy. Nice play by McCurdy as he came in there for 2. Bridgeland with the ball. Waiting for the return pass. Doesn't get it. Goes to Park. Park, nice pass. Waiting for the return pass. Goes all the way across the lane. Whoosh. 3-pointer from no man's land.
Bridgeland is one of the better three-point shooters around. He'll put it up on anybody's face. Can't leave him open. You can't leave him open.
Graham Henkel with the ball for the Regina Club. Inside. 2-pointer by Hansen.
Hansen's playing a whale of a game so far. He's been tough inside, and he's been tough on the defensive boards as well. Real presence for Regina.
Park with the ball. He loses it. Here's an easy giveaway. Should be an easy... Oh! Got a little cutesy there. And unable to put that one away. That happens sometimes. You know, you get a little cutesy there, Joel. Rather than going down and making the easy percentage shot, you try to go into a Michael Jordan spin-around alley-oop, and you miss it.
Conversion is the most important thing. Make sure you take a good shot. Regina is still up by 2. Now they're up by 3. U of M has got to start defending the basketball.
Under the basket, that one got away. Substitution for both sides. Both clubs are substituting freely here, Joe.
U of M has a very deep bench, and they're going to try to use as many players as they can. That's why I think Coach Sheffield is searching for that right combination of 5 players that's going to do it tonight.
Brandt with the ball, all the way across the front of the key. Looking for somebody. Will he take the alley-oop? No, he won't. So pass it over to Bodner. Back inside. Easy 2 points.
Nice play. I really like the way Hansen plays inside. He keeps the ball really high. As a result, the defender can't get on the ball. Very, very tough player inside.
I'll tell you, and he's a big one too.
Very impressed. It's only 3rd year.
Long shot. Fails to
Graham Fraser
drop.
playing some very tough D on Eric Bridger. That was giving him nothing easy on the drive.
No, he's making him shoot from outside. Nice clearing play.
Garth Thompson moves very well without the ball.
Thompson snuck in there behind the defense.
Exactly. It's a very good example of what a young player should be looking to do is always keep moving. Make your defender play you. If he falls asleep, make him pay.
Ball charged against number 14, Fraser. Excuse me. Bridgeland with the ball for the Bisons, setting up the play. Making the defenders come to him, puts it under the basket. Will he be for 2? No, nice defensive play, but a foul is called against the Cougars. Shot of Gary Philman and his wife taking in the action here at the University of Manitoba Fieldhouse as they watch their young son, who wears number 12, Greg Philman. He's a guard, 6'3". This is his 3rd year here at the University of Manitoba. And I believe he's in economics. We could check that and find out for you.
Actually, this is Greg's 4th year of university. I actually took 1 year off to go to Australia, so that's why it's his 3rd year of playing.
Okay.
Some people must remember him from back 3 or 4 years ago. Garth Thompson sits down for a well-deserved rest. He's had an exceptional first half, scoring both inside and outside, finishing off very well, rebounding well, defending well.
Well, Greg is in 3rd year arts. We just found that out by looking up on the stat sheet. Listed as 6'3", 180 pounds, a guard. Went to Oak Point High.
Yeah, Oak Park High. Played for Randy Cassano, who's now his assistant coach with the Bisons.
So that's interesting. Following in, the coaches are, they enjoy staying with the player.
The player.
Pardon me?
The coach followed the player in this case, yes.
Okay.
It's good though. It helps bring continuity.
So right now, the Regina club has the momentum going, and they are leading in the game. Nice clearing play, nice defensive play by the Bisons.
Nice block by York Park there.
Here's Brandt with the ball. All the way across, picks up 2 points.
Graham Fraser with 2 points.
Bridgeland with the ball, with an under, in for 2, traveling. Charge against number 30, Christensen, so that one will go for Zilch. As Brandt has the ball for the Cougars. Brandt looking for somebody outside the key. Putting it back inside. Nice defensive play by the Herd. And
the fighting around, making a tough pass in there.
And the Cougars will keep the possession as Brandt goes under the basket to pick it up, puts it out. Now the Bisons have it. As Zach Hirschman has the ball. Over to Christensen, who's wearing quite a brace on his leg.
Yeah, he had hurt his knee fairly badly. I believe he was still in high school.
Oh, so it's not just a recent injury then?
No. He actually is a former U of W player. He played at U of W for a year, sat out a year, and now he's at U of M.
Nice play as Park puts that in for 2. And back comes Regina, who lead in the ball game. Attempted shot. Right now I understand the game is tied, and that it is, 33-33.
U of M moving the ball around well, looking for an open cutter.
Here's our Jenny driving to the basket. That one failed to click. Jenny once again. Back to Richland. Long shot. That one failed to drop.
Rebounded by number 20.
McLaughlin.
U of M just doesn't seem to be getting very many easy shots.
Here's an easy shot. 2 points.
And converted.
As Mark Gotslin coming in, picking up 2 more points, wearing number 42.
Move down, go high low.
3 minutes remaining in the first half of an exciting basketball game.
U of M ball on the end line. Let's see. Chances are they're going to run a play to free up Eric Brudgeon for a 3-pointer. He'll probably inbound the ball, run off a double screen on the weak side, and come off for an open 3-pointer.
So we got 3 minutes remaining, and I'll tell you, Joe, what started out to be a game where I thought that University would run away with it because of their size. The Regina club has surprised me and has played a tight basketball game.
They played exceptionally well inside.
And I noticed that the crowd has really increased here at the Bison facility here. More and more people, I guess, they prefer watching the men's game as opposed to the women's game. Mind you, I was impressed with the women's game as well.
The women's game is very good. I think it's also a matter of the women's game starts fairly early.
Starts early at 6:15. A lot of people, that's right, not coming home from work in time and not being able to get out here and catch an early basketball game. We even had problems getting out here at 6:15. Makes it kind of early.
Yeah. Had to cut out of work a bit early.
That's right.
Hopefully the boss doesn't mind.
No, I'm sure that the boss had a good day, and we'll say hello to him, and hope that tomorrow when you go in there, we meet tomorrow, he'll give you a shot. Back to Jenny. And the buzzer went. So that was too long in the key.
That's actually the shot clock went off there.
The shot clock went off?
You're not going to see that very often, especially with U of M who puts the ball up a fair bit. That might be their first.
I noticed they were getting close a couple of times.
Yep. Seems like they're struggling tonight to get a good shot. Just a bit out of sync.
Hinkle back outside. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Drives for the basket. Back again for the rebound with 10 seconds remaining. And the basket was good. So we're back up to 27 seconds on the shot clock.
I'm very impressed with Regina's interior offensive rebounding. They're doing a very good job of keeping the ball alive and converting those inside hoops.
Christensen with the ball. Back to Jenny. Inside to Hirschman. And he was fouled. Zach Hirschman, 6'5", third year.
He's actually a Regina native, so he's playing against some of the guys he grew up with.
He's a big boy. It stands well put together.
Yeah, he's solid. He's actually attending university here. His mother is on staff with the University of Manitoba.
I see. Zach. I have a little boy named Zach.
Oh, spelled the same way?
Z-A-C-K.
How is Zach? Z-A-K.
Z-A-K.
Just about the same.
Well, my son's name is Zachary, but they call him Zach for short, and I think he's a lot shorter than this guy, let me tell you. There's an easy 2 points. Shooting 2 for 2.
Here's U of M coming with a 2-2-1 press. They're going to look to trap the ball in the corner, swing the offside man down low and try to steal a pass. Regina handled it very well, broke down the pressure. It looks like they're going to get an easy bucket.
Foul charged against, I believe, Zach got the foul of that particular
Dennis
case.
Smith.
Was it Smith? Yeah. Dennis Smith's picking up his first foul. It's pretty close between Smith and Zach. They were both in the area.
Both big, solid guys.
So Bodner goes to the line. First one missed.
These are the ones you have to convert. You have to make sure that you make them pay for fouling you.
So he's good for 1 out of 2. There's Park with the ball. Looking for somebody, puts it up. No man's land, gets 2. Picks up a field goal there.
A 2. It's very close to a 3.
Was that 2, that one, Joel? Or
They did call it 2.
They called it 2?
Yeah, his foot was on the line.
Okay.
If your foot is on the line, when you take the shot, it is only 2.
So it's not the field goal. Went for
That's
the
right.
2 points.
And if you land on the line after you've shot it, but you've taken off from outside, it would be 3.
Okay.
And with that, Manitoba climbs within 1. Back inside. For
Nice play.
Regina.
Nice spin around. Should be a 2, and it is. As Gosling puts that one in. Nice defensive play by, little fighting here. Number 11 and number 20. Henkel and Park pretty close to ejection here, Joel.
Yeah, tempers flared there. Hackle ran into the bench from U of M and received a bit of a rough treatment. They did not welcome him with open arms, and as a result, tempers flared.
So what is the decision here? Is there a...
Looks like they're going to shoot 2 free throws for U of M.
So obviously it was charged against. Score is 40-37. Regina. We're still in the first half. That's good for 1. Now he'll take the other shot. So obviously the infraction went against Regina.
Yes, it did. It must have called a technical foul or a flagrant foul.
But no ejections.
No. Fans are getting a bit boisterous here. That's good to see.
It's good to get the fans into the basketball game.
Beautiful pass.
Nice play.
Nice block by Gosling.
Double screen, and he moved them around. Razor with the ball. Looking for the return pass, unable to get it. Comes outside to Henkel. Henkel with the ball. Right across. Almost a steal. Henkel drives. Rebound. Nope. And converts.
Good offensive rebounding again by Regina. U of M has to limit them to 1 shot.
They're really driving for that basket and trying to pick up their own rebounds.
Passing the ball well on the outside and then penetrating.
Park with the ball. Double teamed. Comes underneath. Gets a return pass. Puts it over to Zach. Nice play. As Igeni was really flying there.
He's a very good athlete. Rose up right over the defender. Took the easy shot.
Long shot. 3 points. Nope. And there goes the buzzer. So that ends the first half.
Yes, it does.
And an exciting first half. We'll just get the score for you as they tabulate them. And there it is.
Doesn't get a whole lot
40 all.
closer.
Doesn't get any closer. So we'll be right back right after this with the second half of tonight's men's basketball game. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Shelley Osser along with Joel Temin. And Joel, basically, your synopsis of the first half, and let's discuss what each coach would be saying to the players at halftime.
Right now, I think U of M has to be disappointed in the way they played. I don't think they played a very good basketball game. Greg Philbin went down. They're obviously missing him, but they're not doing the things that they do well. I think Coach Suffield has probably regrouped them and said, guys, let's do what we do well. Let's not do what they do well. But I think the Regina coach has to be pretty happy. They've dominated inside, especially offensively. They've had their way in the offensive rebounds. They've done whatever they want inside. They've scored consistently inside with both Gottslig and Hansen. They've been completely unstoppable. U of M has to do a better job inside.
Yeah, you mentioned to me before the halftime, or at halftime rather, Joel, that you didn't find it a very exciting basketball game.
No, despite the score, it is 40-all, but it's not one of those ones you're sitting on the edge of your seat yet. I think it's been played at an odd pace. Hopefully the second half is really going to pick it up, and we're going to get
well, if you were the Bisons, what basically would the coach be saying as far as trying to open it up a little bit?
Yeah,
let's be more consistent?
I think U of M is looking to score between 50 and 52 points in a half. Probably around the century mark for the whole game. Right now at 40, they're a bit below what they'd like to. They've held Regina to a good score, but they should actually be at 50 or 52. It should be about 100 to 80 by the end of the game. That's a score that Manitoba would like.
Now, I always thought that when you open up a basketball game at the second half, I may be wrong, Joel, is there not a jump
no.
Maybe you can explain that ruling.
As we were discussing earlier, they have the alternating possession rule. If it's a tied up or a jump ball, it goes to the team, whoever has the arrow. Whoever has the arrow coming out from the locker room gets it instead of the jump ball. We only have one jump ball during the game.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is that NBA rules as well, or is this not that way?
That's college and high school. The reason being that the officials felt they had too much trouble throwing the ball up straight and getting a fair jump. And by alternating, everybody gets equal chances at it.
There seems to be a decision here on the sidelines with the referees, as you can see on your television. They seem to be discussing this and not knowing who is going to get the ball, but I can see that a decision has been made. Obviously, the coach of the losing decision isn't happy, but it will go to the side with the Regina club getting possession. Here's Fraser with the ball. 40-all.
Fraser kicks it out.
Back inside. Seconds in the key on that particular indication.
You're only allowed 3 seconds inside the dark area, the square rectangular dark area. Their center score was there a bit too long. Whistled for a 3-second call.
So we're still tied with one shot taken. Back across, inside for two.
Vincent Duncan with a nice turnaround jumper. That's his best game. That's what he does best. Turn-on jumper, very good athlete, blocks a lot of shots.
So Manitoba takes a 2-point lead. Will Regina tie it up?
Manitoba looks a lot more tenacious already. Just for this half, they look like they're a lot more into it.
And the time clock, rather. 4 seconds. Got to get it away. Here it is. And that's White. Rebound. No good. Little traveling there.
Offensive foul.
Yeah. Defensive man was stationary and the offensive man ran into him.
Exactly. As a defender, you're allowed to stand your ground. If someone runs you over, it's their foul.
Fraser with the ball. Moves it up.
Okay, Regina's getting a bit careless with the ball. U of M is really putting the pressure on.
Well, Manitoba leading the ball game by 2 points. Here's Bridgeland with the ball. Sets it up. Over to Park. Park to the right side. Gets it back. Puts it up. And that one fails to fall. And it seems to me that the Regina club right now is a little dismayed there, Joel. They're moving the ball and not looking where they're passing.
Yes, they've thrown it away twice now in a row. They have to get a good possession here. I think the coach may call a timeout. They at least need a good shot.
Brandt with the ball. McLaughlin. Back to Bodner. Here's Bodner's shot. In for two.
Jumper. Regina needed that hoop. Again. Regina needed that hoop.
Nice defensive play by the Regina club. And the Bisons will get possession. We're tied at 42. Billman coming into the game. Out coming number 20, Park.
Billman taking it strong to the hole right away.
Yeah. Stopped them up pretty quickly. McLaughlin looking for somebody, gets it over to Grant. Grant inside. Oh, that one failed to drop. Rebound, Bisons.
Nice attempt there, but perhaps a bit more fundamental catch and shot would have been a bit more appropriate. Would have looked good if he had completed it. They're trying to basketball in the end.
Hankel with the ball. McLaughlin. McLaughlin looking for somebody inside. Back to Hankel. Nice defensive play by the Herd. Bridgeland with the ball.
Bridgeland's been relatively quiet so far tonight.
A bit of action under the basket there, and a foul has been called.
Vincent Duncan taking it strong to the hoop. That's very important that you take it strong to the hoop. If you're going to get fouled, try to complete the play. Draw the foul. If you go in soft, you may get a blocked or you may just miss.
So Duncan goes to the line. There's his first shot. That's in for one. Winston Duncan, 6'6", fourth year. He's a forward.
He's a transfer actually from University of Prince Edward Island. He's played here last year and this year. He transferred from University of Prince Edward Island, as Dennis Smith did actually too. They're both transferred from the University of Prince Edward Island.
Hankel with the ball, drives to the basket, puts it in for two. Hankel in his fifth year. Manitoba picks up the ball. As it went off Hankel, number 11. Here's Philman with the ball. Puts it inside, intercepted. Back comes Hankel. Over to Fraser.
Fraser draws the foul. Smart play.
Nice play. Got the guy moving, moved underneath and made him fall on him.
When you attempt that, you should always try to throw the ball up because then you'll go to the line as well. Even if you just throw it over your shoulder, they'll give you two shots.
Shot of the crowd here at the University of Manitoba. Nice crowd taking in the action. We hope you're enjoying watching the game as it was televised January the 10th. And you're watching the game on Cablevision. Here comes Philman once again. Philman with the ball, long shot, 2 points.
Philman really adds dimension when he's in there. He's a good shooter, good playmaker, good defender. Makes him a lot tougher.
And he draws a foul.
Greg playing a bit too aggressively with his hands there. Gets whistled for the foul.
And Hankel made him commit himself, picking up the foul.
Greg obviously disagreeing with the call, but it stands.
Here's Hankel with the ball. Back to Guthling. Over to Hankel. Driving to the basket. No one failed to go down. Long clearing pass.
It's a good outlet.
Here's Philman.
Philman pulls up.
Pulls up
Good
short.
decision by Greg Philman.
Nice long shot. That one just failed to click. And back comes the Cougars.
Bridgeland is being particularly quiet tonight. I'm just waiting for him to explode. He's an explosive player.
Thompson steals. Over to Philman. Philman bounce pass. Waiting for the return pass. That one won't come. And the Cougars will break this one out.
U of M with another costly turnover. With a 2-point ball game on the line, you can't afford to have that.
Little screen. Hinkle puts it in for 2.
He called a 3. I guess he's behind the line. It looked like a 2 from my angle too, but it was a 3. I believe that gives Regina
They gave him a 3, did they?
That was a smart play by Gottslick by screening off his
Whoa! Number 11, Graham Henkel, is really aggressive and leads by example, as he's the veteran on this club and really goes all out for his club.
It was good sportsmanship by Bridgeland.
And University of Manitoba has called a timeout. And we're just waiting for the score to come up on your television screen. We'll let you know what it is, and there it is. As the Cougars lead by 1, 47-46, and you didn't expect this, Joel, when we first talked about the game?
I certainly did. I felt Manitoba would be in charge pretty much the whole game. I think what Manitoba has to do is look to set a few screens for Bridgeland. Let's get him off. He's your bread and butter. He's what's made you good the whole year. Let's set some screens. Let's get him some shots. We'll get him into the flow of the game that'll open everybody else up.
Well, the ball hasn't been falling for Ijanki either. I mean, for him this evening, I don't know what the stats are on him, but we're just looking, and he hasn't been bopping him either.
Nobody's. I don't think you could. I think you go on a limb and say that nobody from U of M has really done the job that they're capable of doing. They played all right, but I don't think they've done what they're capable of doing, and that's really what it is. That's what has come down to.
So Regina lead by 1 here in the second half. We hope you're enjoying watching the game on Cablevision.
This has got to give Regina confidence to stay this close to them this long.
Here's Brent with the ball. Nice defensive play by the Bisons, but the referee is calling it against them. And the Cougars will remain in possession. Nykurti flips it in. Over to Brandt. Back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with the ball outside. Back to McLaughlin. Back to McLaughlin. There's his shot. That hits the rim and doesn't drop. Rebound. Goes astray. Kept in.
Good hustle by Bridgeland.
Tillman with the ball. Over to Thompson. Thompson drives to the basket. He draws a foul. No, they're not giving him the point, are they? No, they're not. No points.
So there was contact before he even attempted the shot. I think that was a good call.
Brandt picks up a foul. Picks up his third. As contact, as Joel indicated, contact was made before the basket was made.
The rules are that you have to be in the attempt of making the shot. They called the foul before he had picked up the ball, therefore he wasn't attempting a shot, and it's just an end out of bounds. Slide out of bounds. Trying to push it up for it. An opening.
There's Brandt driving to the basket, flips it out.
I think that Manitoba has done a very good job inside this half against Regina. Their big men have not scored like they did in the first half.
Trying to free up a man inside. Here's for 2.
Of course, since I said that, Shelley,
that's
right.
Go
right inside and score an easy bucket.
Yeah. As Bodner connects for the Cougars. There's Stillman with the ball. Waiting for the return pass. Top of the key. We're down to 16 seconds on the shot clock. Driving.
There's a tough jumper. Looks like they're making Eric work just too hard to get a shot. He's got to come off a few screens, get a few easy shots, and then things start dropping.
Substitutions for Regina. Back in number 11, Graham
Henkel coming back in, as well as number 14, Fraser. They return for the Regina Cougars. Trying to give some of their other players an opportunity to play. Here's Philman, top of the key, puts it in, waiting for the return pass, gets it. Philman's like the quarterback out there trying to set it up.
He plays a position called point guard, where basically he is the quarterback for the team.
Little bumping there. And it's charged against the Cougars, number 42. Gosling took the penalty for the Cougars. imagine we got about 10 minutes remaining in the game. We'll let that known as soon as we find out. 13:02 remaining in the game exactly. Thank you, Janice. Quick play by the Bisons. Fraser with the ball. Puts it back to Henkel. Henkel moves it around. Takes a return pass to Fraser. Fraser to Gosling. Nice one-handed shot by number 44, Bodner. Little hook shot from inside under the basket.
That was good positioning. He used his body to shield off the defensive player and get up a nice little 3-foot shot. That was a smart defensive possession.
Nice play by Regina. As a pretty play, and that was just out of bounds. There's number 20, McLaughlin, came pretty close to drawing a foul there.
Yes, he did.
So, referee gave him a look, and
it's just not worth it. It's really just not worth it. Give the referee the ball, keep him happy. Maybe he'll even get a call next time.
That's right.
Why make him unhappy?
Well, the referees remember. There's Stillman driving to the basket. Taking the return pass outside the key.
I have yet to see a referee change his calls. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, I'm wrong.
That's right.
It. That doesn't happen. So.
Long shot. That one fails to go in. As back come the Cougars. Under the basket. Nice defensive play by the Bisons. As Filowich makes a nice defensive play.
Filowich with a good rebound there.
Back to Philman.
I think Eric is still looking for his first 2 points of the half.
Long shot. With an injured ball player down on the floor. Looks like Henkel. Yeah, number 30. Graham Henkel shaken up on the play, and he
apparently he ran his face into Eric's elbow. Not exactly a healthy thing to do. They're both a bit.
Philman's long shot. That one's a mile wide. Fraser with the ball, bringing it up for the Cougars. Looking to set it up. Crisscross under the basket. Everybody's moving, which is the name of the game.
That's true. Keep the flow going, but they've got to establish something down low. We're trying to really have that work in the first half. There it is.
Hands it over to number 42. Mark Gosling, excuse me, and he puts that one up for 2.
That was a nice penetration, nice sweep.
Substitution has been called. And a foul. Henkel picking up another foul. That's his second. Ekajeni throws it in to Philman. Over to Filowich. Back to Egajenki. Bridgeland.
Nice look underneath.
Nice play by Philman. Little spin around, picks up 2 points. Tries to get back into the play very quickly. Here's Henkel with the ball, who is the quarterback of the Cougars. Sets the tempo. Little foul there, charged on the Bisons.
There's a nice inside look by Gottslig. They're running Gottslig along the baseline, hoping to draw one of the defenders with him, and then look for the lob pass into Hansen, who hasn't done much in the second half, but certainly had a very good first half.
So Nightingale picks up a foul. Number 33 comes into the ball game, Thompson. And out comes Thompson, rather. Thompson comes out of the game, rather.
Thompson is an only fifth-year player for the Bisons, so they're very strong this year, and next year only promises to be better.
So we got under 11 minutes remaining in the basketball game, and we'll try to get the score for you, and there it is. Cougars leading 53-48, and this one looks like it could go all the way down to the wire, Joe.
It sure looks like it. Like I said, I'm a bit surprised by the score. I think Manitoba is still trying to find its sink. Regina's playing a tough game. They're playing very well.
Now, basically, with it going under 12 minutes or under 13 minutes in the game, what is the strategy on both these teams, Joe?
Well, right now with 12 minutes left, I don't think you even really have to look at the scoreboard. As long as you're in single figures and you have more than 3 or 4 minutes left, you don't really have to concern yourself with the scoreboard. I think what you have to concern yourself is doing what you have to, doing what you do well. And And the Bisons have to get into a running game and get Eric some points. Simply put, if he's going to be the reason for your success so far this year, stick with him. Do whatever it takes to get him off.
Well, how are they keeping Eric, and we're talking, of course, of Bridgeland, how are they keeping him off his game? What are they doing?
Either guard that's covering him is playing him very physical. Both the Regina guards that have covered him are much stockier, and they're using their physical strength to really limit him in his number of attempts. As well, U of M is not setting screens to get him open. They're not helping him out. Bad decision by Regina there. It's not a quality play throwing a lob pass from 30 feet.
They tried for the alley-oop, and the forward foot was not big enough. So we got 25 seconds on the shot clock. Running down. Here's Bridgeland. Nice one-handed shot. Giving him the basket. So Bridgeland picking up a nice play and a nice basket. They're giving him the basket. Maybe he also will go to the foul line.
Maybe that's what he needs to get off. Maybe that's what he needs to get him going.
Sometimes that will rejuvenate an athlete, making a nice play and the ball finally dunking for him.
That's rare. He's
well, I'll tell you, that's
upper 80% free throw shooter.
You got to make those simple ones, as you said before, Joe.
That really shows that he's struggling tonight, comparatively. How easy it is.
That one went astray as McCurdy was unable to hang on to that one, and that one went out of bounds. So the Bisons are trailing in the basketball game. Here's Philman with the ball. By Jenny. Bridgeland, rather.
Bridgeland just seems to be a bit off his...
Can't put it in, a little bit off his sink.
So I hope the folks at home still realize that he is one of the better guards in the country. Everybody's capable of having an off night.
Oh, for sure.
He's definitely one of the better guards in the country. Nice pass inside. That's what Regina needs to do. Get your big men off inside. That's how they're going to win.
Oh, nice defensive play by Regina. Number 55, Warren Nightingale. And he's a new player, this Warren Nightingale, and he's playing very, very well.
He's a second-year player, but he's playing well for sure. He's out of Daniel McIntyre High School.
Is that where he's from?
Daniel Mac. He played for Dwayne Brothers, a former U of M alumni. Former U of M basketball player. One of the assistant coaches, Tony Scott, is now the head coach for Daniel Mac. So kind of keeping it all in the family there.
Two-point jump shot. That one failed to go. As Bridgeland picks up the rebound. Basket to basket. Will he make the shot? Nope. Hands it over to Philman. Philman on the way across. There should be an easy two-pointer. And no, won't go. As the ball is not falling for the Bisons here this evening. Elbow. That was a fall against number 14. That being Fraser. He picked up an elbow call. Offensive foul. 8:35 remaining in the basketball game.
That's a tough call. I mean, there's a bit of bumping going both ways. I don't know if that justified an offensive foul. But the ref had a lot better angle, so we'll have to look at that one. Another foul on Graham Fraser.
And Fraser seems to be picking up a lot of fouls right now. That's two back-to-back. Got to be careful. He can fall up very quickly. Jason DeTurdy has now come back into the
I think that was a
ballgame.
frustration foul by Graham. He was a bit disappointed in him picking up an offensive foul at the other end. He went for a steal, not getting it. He kind of took a slap at the wrist and put Eric at the line.
Easy 2 points.
So the last thing you want to do is put a shooter who's struggling at the line and let him get his rhythm. Keep him off his game. Don't go to him.
Easy 2 points, 4 points rather. I'm sorry, 2 points for Bridgeland. Making both shots. Ankle with the ball. Timeout has been called by the Cougars, and I think that was a smart play.
I think it was.
The Bisons were picking up a little of the momentum.
Eric hit a couple there. I think that what they want to do is get him away from hitting that, cool him off a bit, and get back to getting the ball inside.
There's the score, 55-54 for the Cougars. And this one's going to go right down to the wire.
It's a close game. About 7.5, 8 minutes left. It's still anybody's game for sure.
We can hear some of the coaches talking. And what would they be diagramming right now, Joel? Some defensive strategy or offensive?
Right now, I think they're diagramming offensive strategy. They're trying to figure out not so much what the other team is doing, but let's see what we have to do it right. And we'll go out and play tough D, but you can't really dictate a whole lot more on defense. Hard work on defense is the key there. On offense, sometimes you may want to execute a particular play or a particular screen.
Right.
And I'm sure that's what was being discussed at that timeout.
Well, possibly the next time they have a timeout, we can maybe turn up the microphone a little on the field, if at all possible, and actually hear what the coaches are talking about. Alley-oop shot, no good. Seconds in the key.
They seem bound and determined to go to that alley-oop, and it's not been successful.
No, they got to stick to the game plan because it has gone right to perfection for them. Here's Bridgeland. He loses it. This should be an easy two-pointer. Nice offensive play. Little pushing, and it's finally picked up by number 20, McLaughlin, who followed up. And boy, that's good basketball if you can get that type of penetration.
That's good hustle too.
Good hustle.
Okay, now we see Regina showing a bit of a zone here. Obviously, they're beginning to feel that U of M isn't going to hurt them from the outside. They're going to give up the outside shot and concentrate on playing interior defense, and it paid off right there. They're going to make U of M prove that they can hit the outside shot.
Here's Henkel with the ball. Handing it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with the alley-oop shot. Holding charged against the Bisons. And Bridgeland seems to be getting a little upset here as he's going over to talk to the referee. And that could cause problems. I think the coach are yelling, take the foul and get out of there. Let's continue the basketball game.
Yeah, I think what you're going to see now is U of M showing they went back to a man-to-man.
That one failed to drop. Try again.
Good hustle by Hansen inside.
Yeah. Nice play by Kirk Hansen. 6'8". He can afford to hustle. 7 minutes remaining in the game.
Good penetration by Philman. He's such a heads-up smart player. Penetration opens up the game for everything else. Then you can hit cutters for open layups.
Yeah, Eric Bridgeland is the quarterback out there for the Bisons, and of course for the Cougars it's number 11, Henkel. He's the quarterback for the Cougars. Calling the plays and moving them in. Here's Philman for one.
Philman hits the first of a bonus. Now he gets another shot because he hit the first one.
Yep. Got a pretty close score, and we'll let it known to you as soon as we
Regina
find out.
should be up by 2 or 3 right now. We'll take a look right away.
Great shot, 3 points, Cougars.
The Bisons are showing a zone here, but Regina is taking advantage of it by going to the offensive rebounds. When you play man-to-man, it's fairly easy to box out and rebound. When you play in a zone, you're not sure who to box out. They can send more guys to the boards, and you're not sure who your man is. There's advantages and disadvantages.
Driving to the basket. Philman picks up 2. 1 point lead now for the Cougars over the Bisons. Philman making a nice defensive play. Basket to basket, long shot for 2.
There he is, Bridgeland's on.
Bridgeland, we're back at tie now.
It's tough when he hits those. Manitoba up for the first time in probably 15, 20 minutes.
Are they up or are we tied?
Now it's tied.
Now we're tied. Oh, Regina are trying to get a split. The girls, of course, losing in the first game, and the men trying to win this one. They're back here tomorrow night with a doubleheader. And if you haven't had a chance to get out to the University of Manitoba and cover or take a look at some basketball, you're in for a real treat. This is excellent basketball. Inside, two-pointer.
Also turnaround, misses. I think Regina needs to work the ball and get back to what they were doing. When they did, when they executed their offense and they penetrated, they were getting layups. Now they're settling for 15-foot turnaround jumpers.
Inside. Nice defensive play by Hinkle. Hinkle with the ball. Loses it to the Bisons. Here's Philman. Should be an easy 2 points. And it is. Timeout.
U of M up 63-61, I believe. Should be 2 points.
Well, we'll have to see if that's verified by Joel, the statistician here.
I think Regina has to be a big concern now. They've gone a bit away from their game plan. It looks like they're not very confident. U of M looks like they're coming out.
There it is.
63-61 for Regina.
Yep. Regina are up 63-61. So we have to have less than 8 minutes remaining in the game. So with 63-61, the strategy will change a little bit here, Joe.
Yeah, it does seem like the game's starting to swing in Manitoba's favor. I think this is a good timeout. I think Regina needs it. Calm things down. Let's get a good shot next time down the floor. I'm not saying you have to score, but you have to get a good shot.
4:49 remaining in the game, and it's going to go right down to the wire. Okay, we're into the last sequence of this game. Not too much time remaining. As we indicated to you, Cougars up by 3. Outside. Will they go for the three-pointer? Nope, trying to work it in. Shot from the side. Won't fall. Nice shot.
That's good defensive rebound. Sometimes, you send too many guys like that. Coach doesn't mind, though, when there's the corrected score. It's actually Manitoba 63, Regina 61.
Okay, so we were wrong, and you were right, Joel.
That's okay.
63-61 Manitoba. Outside, long shot. Tie ball game.
Shot. They call it three-pointer, and that's the Regina's up by a point.
Regina's up by a point, three-pointer, field goal.
That took a lot of guts to take. I guess McLaughlin felt fairly confident.
Here's Bridgeland. Here's the three-pointer. No, won't fall.
I think Regina needs to get another good shot here.
Here's Fraser moving the ball.
We're seeing a 1-3-1 defense by Manitoba now. What they're going to try to do is trap and make Manitoba throw a long pass, and Manitoba's going to rely on their quickness to intercept the ball.
I noticed they haven't been doing too many picks. Is this something that we're looking forward to seeing, Joe?
You'd think that screens never hurt. The team that screens a lot usually wins a lot.
Right, that's what I'm... So we'll have a jump ball here, I assume.
I think they called a foul on McLaughlin from Regina, yes.
They sure aren't doing too many screens. I thought there'd be a lot more screens in this game.
Yeah, it seems like both of them using motion offenses. They're not necessarily doing a lot of screening. Screening helps, for sure. It's going to free up a lot of players for open shots.
So Thompson goes to the line. Long shot, puts the first one in. Here's the bonus. We'll keep you informed on the score as we get it. There's the 2. And of course, back comes the Cougars. So we've got a 1-point lead here. There's Fraser with the ball. Looking for somebody. Inside. 2 points.
Nice shot by Bodner.
Bodner at top of the key, puts it in for 2.
For a big guy, he seems to be a very good shooter from about 13, 14 feet.
I noticed that, and he gets up really quickly, too. That ball was thrown away as Garth Thompson thought he was playing, I don't know what the sport was, but he chucked that ball 12 miles over the guy's head. And that gave the Cougars an opportunity to get the ball back. And as you can see, the Cougars are up by 1.
Manitoba back in their 1-3-1 defense. Again, they're going to try to do a four-court trap. They'll try to trap in one of the corners and force a long pass.
Henkel with the ball. Nice center pass. Goes up. Won't fall.
Looked like a bit of contact there, but no harm, no foul.
Bisons come up with a loose ball. Long shot, 2 points. Bridgeland getting it together.
Bridgeland with a tough three-pointer.
Good time to get hot now.
It's what you do in the last 5 minutes that counts. Offensive foul on Gottslig. They called him for pushing off. Something you have to be very careful of when you're posting up down low is while the defensive player can't hold on to you, you can't push off of him to create space. That's what he was called for right there.
Okay. As you can see, we have a very, very close game, and it can go right down the wire, which it will do. A lot closer than you had anticipated, Joe.
I anticipated, that's true, I anticipated the Bisons would come out on this handily. Instead, it appears that they've really struggled.
Well, it's good to see that the Cougars came to play.
I guess we're not giving enough credit to the Cougars. Maybe they've made the Bisons struggle.
Tillman for 2. Making both his free throws. Crowd is starting to get into the ball game, yelling defense, defense. Nice play once again by number 44, Bodner.
Now we see some full court pressure by Regina. We're going to see if they can force a ball handling miscue by Manitoba.
Bridgeland with the ball. Nice basket play by the Bisons.
Good hands by Thompson to hang on to that.
Alley-oop finally worked. They've been going for that all day.
They've been trying for it all day, and it pays off now.
Finally pays off as Gottsling came in and made the play. And he also picked up a foul as well, Joel, so he did pick up a bonus, making the 2 points and now going for the one-shot foul, and if he makes that, he'll get the bonus.
That's true. So he hit the bucket, now he's going for the three-point play. This could be big for them, they need this.
Nope, came up short. Here's Stillman with the ball. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the game. Nice shot.
Bridgeland heating up down the stretch when they need him.
Well, I'll tell you, Bridgeland's come on strong. A hot hand. Driving to the basket, back outside. Corner shot inside. Foul.
The foul on Zach Hirschman. Bison's up. Bison's up by 5. Regina's going to need to hit these.
Bison's got to start playing and getting some points. You know, being 5 down is quite a bit.
The Cougars.
Yeah.
They just, it's going to be very frustrating. They looked in control for about 35 minutes, but in the last 5 minutes, Bikes have really pulled together and played well. That's the kind of Bison team I was expecting to see right from the get-go.
Substitution for the Cougars. Back in with 4 fouls.
So now the Bisons are up by 4. Okay, we've got a 3-point lead for the Bisons. Cougars got to get the ball back. Stillman with the ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Long shot. That one fails to drop.
Good rebound by Thompson.
Stillman under the basket. Goes up. No. And it goes off a Regina player, so the Bisons will maintain possession with the ball being passed in from under the basket. Less than a minute remaining. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Finally, the Cougars pick up the loose ball.
The score in the game should be Bisons up by 3. I believe we'll just get it up on the
well, we'll have
screen
to take
there.
a look on the screen, see exactly what the score is. But the Cougars have called a timeout. And the Regina Cougars 75, Manitoba Bisons.
And with the 3-point play,
75, 72.
Regina's definitely still in this game.
Oh, Regina's got 3 points, little alley-oop. Should be right back into the ballgame. So the Manitoba Bisons hanging on to try to win this ballgame, 75-72. Less than 30 seconds remaining in the game. And what do you do, Joel? What's the coaches thinking right now?
Well, I think what I would do is I would take a shot, the first good available shot, and go to steal the ball back. If it's a 3-pointer, so be it. But there's enough time left that you don't have to. I wouldn't hold it for the last shot.
Okay.
I would take a quick shot, try to get the ball back, steal
You're
it back.
talking Regina or you're talking Bisons?
I'm talking Regina.
Okay.
What Manitoba has to do is play real top D for 30 seconds. Not give up anything easy. If a shot does go up, you get the rebound, then you play out the clock.
So here's the scenario. The Bisons lead in the game by 3 points.
Right.
We have less than 30 seconds remaining. The ball is on the side with the Cougars having possession. They've got to get it in quick, get a shot, possibly an alley-oop shot, but they need a 3-point field goal. They're not going for the 2-point, they're going for inside. Now they're down by 1. So
now they're going to foul immediately.
Well, nice play by the Bisons getting it out. Foul charge. Let's take a look. What's the referee called? 7 seconds remaining in the game. What an exciting basketball game.
Now it's down to the wire.
Now
we see more excitement in the last 5-6 minutes than we did in the first 35.
Exactly.
Bridging at the line, and he's really heated up in the last 5 minutes. I'm sure he's knocked in 13, 14 points in the last 5 minutes.
He had a hot hand from outside.
That just shows you if you have a good shooter, keep using him.
Here's Bridgeland. He's in there for 1. And one more shot should put it out of reach for the Cougars.
Because Regina has reached 10 fouls in a half, your bonus situation automatically goes to 2 shots. That's to prevent excessive fouling. Regina with their last time out, they're going to obviously try for a 3-point play now. Let's see what they come up with.
You can see they're trailing in the game by 3 points, so they got to go for a 3-point play.
Yeah, with 7 seconds left, you don't have another opportunity to get the ball back.
So the scenario is this: is we have less than 5 seconds remaining. We're down 3. Do they throw the ball or pass the ball in as quick as they can, getting it up court?
Yes. You'll probably set some kind of a back screen to get the ball in around center to one of your players. Get him to dribble up court as fast, as quick as he can. He either pulls up for a 3-point shot, like a jump shot.
Right. Won't put it under the basket because that's no good for 2.
It's no good.
He's got to go for 3.
If you lose 77-76 or 77-74, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So go for everything.
Go for everything. Okay, so you'll see and when we start again, of course, the Cougars will have the ball. And you go for the tallest guy just outside the 3-point zone.
Whoever's open.
You go for your top shooter.
Right,
would you not go for your top shooter?
You would go for your top shooter.
So
McLaughlin hit a 3-pointer just a couple of minutes ago. They may look for him. They may look for one of their guards, number Number 11, Graham Hackle, has hit a couple three-pointers today.
Okay, so if you're the Bison coach, you're obviously
play around the three-point line.
Play around. That's right. Making him shoot from outside.
Let them take a layup. If they take a layup, you can walk the ball out of bounds. You can hold the ball for 5 seconds out of bounds.
Right.
Time ticks off the clock. The game's over.
Okay.
Don't
here
give
it
up
comes.
anything outside the three-point line and no fouls.
Now, what was that called, Joel? I didn't get it, but I think somebody was fouled.
Yeah. Eric took a foul there. I think his reason is the most they can get at the line is 2 points.
So they'll be down 1 point.
They'll be down 1 point. What the player will probably do is try to hit the first, then miss the second, and try to get the rebound.
Try to get the rebound, yeah.
Yes.
So he's going to try to sink the first, miss the second, run in for the rebound, and try to get a 2 and tie it up again and go into overtime.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the scenario. John, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to come out and help us, and here at the University of Manitoba is very much appreciated.
Well, my pleasure, Shelley.
Taking away from your work. So that's the scenario. Now we've got timeout has been called by who, Joel? Has the Manitoba called timeout here? We have 5 seconds remaining. So with the 5 seconds remaining, the ball is on the sideline, and the University of Manitoba has it. Am I correct?
It's going to be Regina has one more free throw.
Right.
And they're down 2 points.
Okay, so he's going to bounce it off the backboard, try to get the rebound, pick it up for 2, and tie up the game.
It has to hit the rim, though. If it hits the backboard, it's a violation. So he has to try to hit the rim, but not go in.
And not go in.
Right.
Okay.
And then hope that one of his guys tips it in or gets the rebound and gets fouled.
Okay, so we've got a 2-point game right now.
Yes.
With the Bisons leading by 2. Well, I'll tell you, this makes for exciting basketball.
Yes, it does. A lot of strategy played out in the last minute.
And we hope you're enjoying watching this game on Cablevision. We've got some more games for you this year. We'll be doing some hockey out here again, as well as some basketball, and we have some track and field. So tune to Cablevision, where we're the sports leader here in Winnipeg. Exciting basketball game. That's the scenario as explained by Joel, and we'll see if it works to perfection. So try to miss this one, make it run off the rim. And he missed the rim.
He missed the rim. That's a violation.
No violation.
Goes to the sideline.
So it goes to the sidelines with the Bisons having possession.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so this game is almost over, except the press here that they're going to try to do.
The ball being inbounded to U of M, and Regina will foul right away. Hope to get the ball back.
And Philman picks up the ball, should run out the clock, and he does. So that ends the basketball game. And
Manitoba really came through and played well in the last 5 minutes. A real solid team effort.
Well, you know who really came to work was this Bridgeland. I mean, if it wasn't for him, it would have not been much of a basketball game. And as you can see, the Manitoba Bisons defeated the Regina Cougars 77-75. Joel, let's before we have to wrap up, let's get your observations on both clubs.
I'm impressed actually by Regina. They showed good scrappiness. I think with a little bit more outside shooting, they're going to be definitely a team to be contend with. Their inside game looks very tough. They have to make sure that they keep utilizing it. No, don't go away from it. Whenever they went inside, they penetrated, pitched inside. They look very, very good.
And Manitoba?
Manitoba looks a bit sluggish tonight. This is not the University of Manitoba team from 1992. They are a much better team than what you just saw, and you'll see that in the future as you tune in again and come out and see them at the Fieldhouse.
Okay, thanks very much, Joel. This is Shelley Austin along with Joel bringing you the game here at the University of Manitoba. I'd like to thank Matthew Ostro for our stats here today, and looking forward to seeing you again on Cablevision. Good night from the University of Manitoba.